What's up, everyone? It's Ricky up in this joint. So I just want to go ahead and talk about, you know, whether or not I prefer pulling guard or going for a takedown. So let's get right to it. So at my old gym, we always would start from the bottom. The gym was under Alliance, so basically everything. We did a lot of guard pulling. We did a lot of De La Hiva. We did a lot of X guard, a lot of sweeps from sitting down. So yeah, it was extremely rare for us to stand up. I don't think any of us ever stood up. No joke. I don't think any of us ever stood up when it came to rolling time. Even when it came for people who were competing, people that were competing, they would do shark tanks and they would be like in the middle, and then everybody would pretty much, the person would start on the bottom and everybody would like start standing up. So that's how I developed the habit of pulling guard, or at least not being aware of takedowns, because I've been exposed to pulling guard all my jiu-jitsu, life, I guess. So pretty much I was the type of person that would pull guard. So when I came to this new gym, we have a wrestling coach. He's awesome, by the way, but he would go over takedowns. And my coach or the instructor, my coach and my instructor, he would pretty much go over takedowns with me. But it just was unknown territory for me. I'll be honest with you. I'm the type of person that needs to drill something like a million times before I can get it right. Especially when it comes to something that's like brand new. Because like I said, I don't know anything about takedowns. I don't do takedowns. I just don't. And one of the reasons why I don't do takedowns, there are many reasons. Like I said, it was because of the old gym, old habits, and because I am afraid of guillotines. I don't know if you guys know this, but whenever I whenever I went for takedowns, I would always get caught up in a guillotine, and that's just like a no-go to me, because I do not want to go in and try to fight for a guillotine and risk being choked and risk losing a competition. Losing a match. So I just went ahead and I just don't like going for takedowns. So I will tell you this though. I did try to go for takedowns for my first two competitions. The first time I went for a takedown, it wasn't good at all. The second competition where I won double gold, I went for an ankle pick, and I went for like an arm drag for no gi, but like for gi, I went for like an ankle pick and I won, and it was just incredible. But after that one, when I did new breed, 2 weeks later, I tried to do the same formula, and it wasn't working for me. And I realized that like I said, I'm new to this whole thing. Like I'd like to think that I can go for a takedown on someone that's like, 5 months, 8 months into jiu-jitsu, but trying to go for a takedown on someone who's been doing it for like over a year, that's very challenging. Okay, because they know what's up, and I have a bad habit of making everything I do obvious, so that doesn't really help. So I'm working on it. I would love to be the type of person that goes for takedowns, and pulling guard isn't a big issue for me, but that's where my game is right now. Like I don't want to expose my game, because I don't know if my opponents would watch this video, but I prefer pulling guard. So yeah. Anyway, and I realized that like I said, when it came to competition, I had a competition, like I kept having competitions week after week or 2 weeks. I would compete a lot. So to me, there wasn't a whole lot of, I guess, time to do takedowns. So I just went ahead and just, all right, I'm gonna pull guard. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so that's what I went ahead and did. And there's like that whole stigma of pulling guard isn't all that. But at the same time, all these so-called, I can't tell you how many wrestlers I had, yanked down. They would try to go for a takedown, and I would literally guillotine, or I would literally pull you down, triangle. Like I can't tell you how many times people that were brand new and thought the wrestling was gonna, overpower moi, and it didn't. So yeah, so butt scooters, we're not as we're not as fragile as the stereotype may go. Cause yeah, like I said, there's like the stereotype that butt scooting, aka pulling guard, ain't all that. Takedowns is where you want to be at, but that's just BS to me. I mean, I won double gold. Yeah, I won double gold. I won like a couple silvers. And I won a bronze from, pulling guard. So it works. I will say this. Whenever you pull guard, you are pretty much risking 2 points. And honestly, as long as you, like I said, as long as you have a game plan, like it's a freaking competition, you guys. As long as you have a game plan on how to get those points back, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You just have to be well aware. And plus, I have pulled guard where I have not risked losing points. In fact, I don't think I got any points for pulling guard, but I definitely did not lose any points for pulling guard. My instructor told me that as long as you have 3-point contact, the ref would not, give your opponent 2 points. And it's proof. Like, I've done it. I won by pulling guard and not losing any points. So yeah, that's all I have to say about pulling guard and takedowns. Like I said, I want to do takedowns in the future. Better yet, I want to go for throws. I really want to do throws. I think throws would be that would come, like, if I would throw someone in a match, that would literally come out of nowhere. But, yeah. I know how to avoid throws, but I really would love to learn how to do throws. But for now, I'm just sticking with my game plan. I have yet to compete as a blue belt, so we'll see how that goes. I am full aware of, what I gotta do. So for now, I'm a pull guard unless, I start losing and then I have to switch things up. So that's my whole take on, butt scooting, aka pulling guard. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming to my little TED Talk, and I'll see y'all next time.